Hey everybody, this is Gilbert Nichols. I'm coming here to do your the video for the day. And my video is basically having to deal with whether you want to be a customer service hero or villain. Now, I did a little research on this because originally all I was really going to talk about was some of the main reasons why customers don't return. Many years ago, there was a graph put out that somebody did a study and said, why do customers leave and not come back? And they might have mentioned like out of 100%, you have like maybe 2 that they left because they just don't need it anymore. Another 5 or 6 might have left because they moved away and could not find justification to drive the distance to get to that store again. There might have been another 7 or 8 that said they found a better price somewhere. And so it just worked out to around the first 34% was all factors that really may or may not have been a big issue that most businesses deal with. But the primary reason that 66% of the people left is because of indifference toward the customer. We see now that back in those days, they used to say that you upset a customer and he'll go out and tell 10 of his friends, but if you do something good for a customer, he might only just tell 3 or 4. Now, with thanks to social media, those numbers have grown exponentially. You piss off somebody, pardon my French, you piss off somebody with service, and they not only will go on Facebook and Twitter and whatever and blast you away, they might even write a song about you, which you probably heard if you, when you got on this site. I let that video run that this guy, he had gone to some trip on United Airlines and trusted his guitar to the baggage handlers, and they broke it, and United would not pay for that. And so that $3,500 choice on that spokesman for United could have made them a hero, and he would have probably praised them. But instead, they chose to disregard and be indifferent and say, it's not our problem. And consequently, he writes a video, a song, and puts it on video, and it gets almost 14 million hits. Talk about going viral. That can make or break a company. So, I talked about this, like I said in a previous post about whether the customer is or a customer isn't, and you can read that on a link I put down below. Basically, is a customer right? I believe a customer is not always right. Sometimes they just get so many things on their plate that the first person that comes along that does something wrong, they might just blow up. And when they do, they'll say something or make an accusation or whatever that may not be really true. But it doesn't really matter because that person's always going to be a customer. Our attitude should be, it should be our customer. I want them to be my customer. And so I'll do whatever it takes that's right and ethical and moral to keep that customer, because it takes less to keep a customer than it does to get one. And so with that, I wanted to make suggestions on a way of being a hero. And that is, one thing is, make sure that your people know beforehand what they need to do, and know that they need to take care of matters right away. Even as we hear empowering people to do those things that they need to do to become better customer servants. And one of that could be as simple as washing your hands. I just read an article on the news here in Atlanta about a McDonald's franchise down south of Atlanta that scored a 63 on their health report. Now here in Georgia, we have health reports that show to the customer, hey, are they handling things in a proper way? Are they taking care of my health issues? I didn't see that in other states, and they should be there for people to read. and show that the health department is actually on top of things. But the manager says, "Oh, we're going to take care of that." How come he didn't take care of it before? Is he overworked? Is he underpaid? Is he like, okay, I'm just doing my job? Or is it really going to affect his bonus? Knowing that it's a McDonald's that probably deals with high volume. How many people are probably going to get sick because they didn't wash their hands after mopping the floor or cleaning the bathrooms before they made your hamburger? That's pretty appetizing, isn't it? But that's the kind of things we need to be aware of as far as customer service. You hear another one where somebody calls up and says, "I got a complaint about your business." Well, you have two choices. You can be like that. I read, hey, all you have to do is just Google something. You can read all kinds of things. I read about a restaurant owner down in Florida. A couple of people complained about the food. Did he say, "I'm so sorry, I'm going to make sure you get rectified here. Let me pay for the meal. Hey, I'm make sure that things are made right"? No. What did he do? He took out a gun and shot them here in America for complaining about the food. Is that customer service? Not in this country. And that kind of news, that kind of advertising, the man ought to just get out of work and go raise earthworms for fishermen. Get out of the restaurant business, baby, or at least take away his gun license. So anyway, that's what it comes down to. Customer service is king. And now, because of social media, if you don't get your act together customer service wise, it can make or break your company. And so, if you go to this guy's, I talked about the singer above here. He put out gripevine.com where you can gripe about issues that don't seem to get resolved, and so you can be that winner, that hero, and find a way to rectify something before it gets out of hand. Or you can just let things ride and think, okay, nobody's really going to make any big issue. They'll come back, no big deal. And multiply that times however many people you just do not serve in a proper way. And so like I'll tell you, one just happened just recently. My wife and I went into Walmart. I know we shouldn't go to Walmart. My goodness, my friend Tony Rush says, don't go to Walmart. Anyway, so we went to Walmart because we had one of those cards that came in the mail, said you get $5 to go to the neighborhood grocery here, Walmart, that they just put up, and buy some grocery, buy some items there. So we take this card and we take it off the flyer. It came in just that same day, and walk in there. It says, of course, on the card, you have to call to activate the card. So my wife calls the place, and the automated message takes all the information and says, your card is now activated. We get about $12 worth of groceries. We go to the checkout. We run the card through, and they say, oh, you can't do two transactions at these registers. Okay, so we take it all over to the customer service area, and they try and do it. Well, they run the card. It doesn't work. And they say something wrong with the card. I said, well, look, we just made a phone call. There's the number that said for taking care of this. And they said, well, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, this card's been used before. Really? So we had to pay for the $12 worth of groceries. No big deal. But are we excited about going back to Walmart? If we'd gone to Publix, they probably would have just said, okay, that's a problem with our card. Here's the $5 off. We'll deal with this. Make sure we get our $5 from this company that promises our customers. But no, Walmart, hey, they can live without us, or can they? Thanks to this video. Now you know. So, if you want to serve your customers, listen to them. Listen to what they say. Don't try and justify what you're doing and saying, and you'll be a hero and not a villain, and keep your business thriving for years to come. Have a great day. You absolutely deserve it.